Darcy drowned, Mother said quietly to the man, asking if she had had any other children. This was all protocol. Of course, she wanted other children. The one-child law wasn't holding any woman back. All women wanted more than one kid. They all wanted to be mothers. No government accord was going to stop the needs and wants of women. Even men got in on the action. They wanted to be fathers. Fathers of more than one child, defying the government in the process. Mother's acting abilities were impeccable. The tears she was crying felt real. She acted as if her daughter had actually drowned. The liquid cup sitting across the table from her didn't seem to have any reaction. But when did the liquid cups nowadays have any anyway? All they cared about was rounding up second-born children and shipping them off to God knows where. All the cops cared about was the money the government was paying them. Ma'am, I am aware that your daughter here is a twin. The whole subdivision is aware. We've seen the complaints to the school about bullying. She's been called a parasite. Is it right? That's correct, yes. Mother's voice was firm. She didn't falter. She didn't show any emotion. My other daughter drowned. Darcy is what we called her. It was an accident, and we had no intention of keeping the baby. But it all happened so fast, and before we knew it, she wasn't Darcy anymore. She was just nothing. Mother looked at the cup and to me, her brown head, beautiful bundle of joy, eyes so bright that they could have been stars. I frowned at the cup, copying Mother's emotions. Creaking floorboards made my eyes dart to the staircase, leading upstairs and back to the cup. The creaks were light. Good for now. Where is your husband, ma'am? He questioned, sighing as he finished the statement. Business trip. May I ask, what is this all about? Everybody in the division is aware that my daughter has been picked on, but coming in here, assuming I'm hiding another child in my home? That is insane. Mother responded quick and efficient. She's done this before. We've been getting complaints, ma'am. Noises during the night. Yelling and screaming during odd hours. Here at the Divisional Resource Center, we just want to make sure. No need to worry, officer. Little Eve here is just coming down with something. Nothing to worry about. She smiles and looks at me. I'm still frowning because now I hear whispers and muffled sobs coming from right above us. Right, the delinquent cop responds. Is she alright? Wouldn't want her coming down with something as bad as the virus going around now. He chuckles to himself and sniffs. All we're wondering is if we could take a look around your home, just to see if there's anything suspicious. Mother looked terrified, but content. She was an actress, and what an amazing one she was. Why, of course, she smiled, stood up, and led the unsuspecting man upstairs to where the muffles and sobs were replaced with scrapping and groaning. I began to follow Mother when she stopped me. Eve, I need you to go get a towel and a bucket. It's important, honey. I nodded, turned, and was an expert, just like Mother. The cop put his trank gun and computer phone into his work sack. He followed Mother close behind, passing her and Father's room, the bathroom, the closet, my bedroom, and stopped right underneath the trapdoor leading up to the attic. Top to bottom, she said, smiling. This hasn't happened to me before, but when TV was still relevant, I'd seen raids in movies, and don't they start from top to bottom? She laughed to herself and smiled. It was intriguing, and the cop didn't suspect anything. I guess so, he sighed and climbed up the ladder. When his body was halfway up, Mother shoved the rest of him in and closed the hatch, sealing it up tight with high-tech pressure and locks. His screams and pounds were muffled, and no one but Darcy could hear him. Mother turned to me and took the towel and bucket from my hands, waiting patiently. After about 20 minutes, a quiet hissing and sloshing noise came from the attic, and the hatch popped open. The hand of the delinquent cop fell out, and Mother caught it before it hit the shag carpet. Oh, the trouble she'd be in with Father if that blood got onto his beige carpet. Mother climbed up the stairs first, and I followed. There was blood everywhere. Darcy really liked this one. I wondered to myself what she found so delicious about human flesh. Mother came to the white line written on the floor and knelt down. Das, how was it? Did he taste all right for you? I'm so sorry, my love. I didn't mean to leave you up here for so many days. The cops were on to us, and I had to do something. Mother then broke into sobs. She started to cry. She broke down right in front of me and my identical sister. Darcy began to gurgle, the only way she knew how to speak. She moved towards my mother, knowing not to cross the painted line, and looked directly into Mother's watered eyes. When Mother looked up, all she saw were Darcy's glassy, black eyes staring back at her. One of the sisters in the house was sick, all right, and it was Darcy. The sickness caused her to crave human flesh and left her in a state of drowning alive. Darcy couldn't speak in words, only using gurgles and yelps. Her skin was blue and green, like the bottom of a lake in the summer. Her hair had grown in grey shrouds around her balding head. Her limbs cracked when she moved, and she was so thin. I stared at my mirror, self, and then at Mother. She was back up and looked directly at Darcy. I love you so much, my baby girl. If this is the only way to cure you, then so be it.